guys? Moe TV back at it again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different this time around. It's no secret now that I've haven't been full-time streaming or full-time YouTubing for a while now. Reasons being are there's a lot of different reasons, all jumbled up. But main reasons: wife is pregnant with our second child, and she's been this specific pregnancy. She's been having a really hard time at the early stages of it, and it's basically like I need to be there and able to help her with all the needs that she has 24/7. So I can't have a strict streaming schedule and then kind of ignore what's happening with her and have her like deal with it on her own. Plus we have a little 2.5-year-old, runs around rather crazy. So I have to be extra dad right now, at least until the initial sickness portion of it goes away. That's the main reason. The other reason, honestly, it's just streaming has been such a big part of my life for the past maybe 5 years now, 6 years. And the way I feel now when I stream is completely different than when I used to feel when I started streaming. I don't have that passion for it as much. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I'm not enjoying the games. I'm not enjoying gaming. I have hardly been on the computer to game the past 2-3 months now, and I don't know if it's just like a slump I'm going through where I just don't want to stream and don't want to game, or if it's something that I'm just completely over. It's really just, it's hard to tell right now, especially with the wife and the pregnancy. But regardless, if I do, when I come back, I don't want to say if I come back, when I come back, hopefully I'm in a different mindset and I'm a lot happier streaming and doing YouTube, hopefully consistently. We'll see. In the meantime, I decided to make this video because a lot of people, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on just friends, gamers, other people, they're asking me, what am I doing nowadays? How am I making an income? How am I making money nowadays? And I decided, like I've been getting this question a lot. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a real life update in a vlog format. So I'm going to be showing you guys some of the stuff I've been doing, as well as some of the things I will be doing in the future. I want to divide this up into like kind of two sections because there's two main sources of income that I'm getting right now. And the first one is cryptocurrency investing. So it's no secret that I was big into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general back in like 2017 when it pumped like crazy and everyone was making money, everyone was happy. Then we went kind of through a really rough 2017, 2018. And just 2019, it's starting to slowly get back up. I've held Bitcoin through all that, and unfortunately, obviously, it's the Bitcoin I held value-wise is a lot less than it was when it was 2017 when Bitcoin was at like 19,000. So a couple things that happened in the past 2 years with cryptocurrency for me is back when crypto was was doing well, I invested in crypto miners to start a mining farm. I sent these miners out to a company. The company was I'll give more information if people are interested in the company. Leave comments below. I'll give out the info. This company does like they pretty much mine for you, and then you just get a net payout every month. So you buy the equipment, you send it to them, you sign a contract with them. Usually it's like a year long. They take a very fair service fee for the services they do. You pay your electricity that you're using from the miners, and you get a net payout. So long story short, I sent this company about 80 miners in early 2018. It started for like 2 days, and then they had to shut down the entire operation because Bitcoin plummeted down to like under 4,000, and it sat there for months and months. So pretty much for a year, it was not profitable to mine Bitcoin. So my miners just sat there for a year. Another thing I want to mention about this company is they immerse the miners into oil, cooling oil. So the miners are under pretty much liquid the whole time, and they do this to be more efficient and to last longer and to be cooler. So what happened when Bitcoin started going above 4,000, I think it was 5,000 that was the mark. So when the Bitcoin started going above 5,000, they're like, okay, good, we're gonna start mining again. Everyone get ready. And I guess what happened was something went wrong from the oil that they used, and it fried all the miners' mine, and probably about a couple hundred to 500, somewhere around that range, maybe 1,000, all fried. Okay, all the ones that were immersed in oil got fried. So then there was a crossroads. They at that point, the market value of my miners went from $2,000 a miner to $250 a miner. So my 80 something miners, they offered me like 25 grand. They said, hey, Mo, we settled with the oil company. They're willing to pay the market value for all the miners. Do you want to cut your losses, take the 25 grand, or do you want to use the 25 grand to invest into more efficient machines, but you'll be able to get about 12 of them, and they'll be more efficient than they'll be equivalent to about 60 or 70 of your old ones. So I thought about it, and I was like, dude, I'm already at a loss. And the reason I say I'm at a loss is because I bought these miners with 10 Bitcoins when Bitcoin were 12,000 a pop. So essentially it was 120,000 at the time that I paid for them. So obviously if I didn't use that Bitcoin to pay, I would have held on to this 10 Bitcoins, and current market value of those 10 Bitcoins would have been about 90 grand. So I thought to myself, I'm like, dude, like I would have had 90 grand, this 25, you know what, if I can make some money, let me run it back. So long story short, I decided to go with the reinvesting the 25 to buy more miners. And ever since then, I got my first payment, I think October 3rd, and I'm going to just show you guys. Basically, I've been getting daily payouts. Started out with 0.014 Bitcoin, 0.013. So it started off pretty good. I was getting like 93, 92, $92, 94, 98. And it was, and slowly it got a little bit less, but it's been pretty consistent. Every single day I'm getting a payout. And I couldn't be happier with this kind of passive income. I'm making about, let's just average it out to about $70 a day. What is that? 2,100 a month. And this is completely passive. This is the miners are supposed to have, right now, the miners are actually air cooled. They're not immersed yet, because the company isn't going to immerse them till they're 100% sure nothing's going to go wrong again. But when they immerse them into oil, then my miners should be able to pay out more because they'll be running at a higher hash rate. So I'll update you guys if you're interested on what the payouts look like then. But the life cycle of these miners are about 3 to 4 years on air cooling, and 5 to 7 years if they're immersed under in liquid cooling. So I'll keep you guys updated, but this is one form of income I've been getting. I've actually been kind of hoarding the Bitcoin and not really spending it. I'm not cashing it out. I've transferred some of the balances to Coinbase Pro, which is like a trading part, because that takes me on to the next thing. The way I kind of am making money is I'm trading Bitcoin, but I'm very, very new to it. So I don't want to pretend like I know what I'm doing at all. I just have a decent volume of Bitcoin. If you guys can see here, I have about 80 grand in Bitcoin. I started with, I think total what I've made so far with Bitcoin is I think I made about $12,000 in the past month of trading in October. I sold all the Bitcoin I had on my trading here at 8,600 was the last sell I did, 8,600. I didn't realize I didn't ride this whole thing up to 9,600. I kind of missed that, but I was happy because I bought in at like 7,700, and then I sold at 83, and then at 84 and at 86. So I was happy with the gains I had, and now I'm kind of waiting for Bitcoin not to really drop, but I'm trying to waiting to see where the new bottom is so that I could start buying in at this now at 9,300 hopefully, and selling at 96. I feel like it's gonna drop down to like below 9,000, just because of how it's been the past few days. So that's why I'm just holding USD right now, and I'm just kind of trading, but I'm not really actively like on it. Like I have the app on my, or I have the website on my phone, so when I see like a big spike or a big drop, like I'll jump in and I'll buy, but other than that, I'm not really actively like day to day until I see it's kind of stabilize a little bit, and then I know what I'm doing. But here you can see all the are these my orders fills? I think these are all my orders that I've done over the past. You could see I was at 8,000, 7,700, 7,800. So I keep buying, and I try to buy as low as 70. I think the lowest buy I had was at 74.99, and I sold, the highest sell I had was at 96.50, which is actually a really good sell. But I didn't have enough Bitcoin at the time left. So anyway, that's the second part of my cryptocurrency investments. I also have one more crypto investment, but this one is a little hard to explain. It's not really hard to explain. I have a certain amount of cryptocurrency, right? I've been holding crypto for the past 4 years now, since 2016. Sold a lot, and then 2000 or 2000, yeah, so 3 years, not 4 years. So I've been referred by like some real life friends that are very, very highly successful in their industries, to this company where they're a cryptocurrency fund. So you basically you let them manage your portfolio. So before I used to hold my own cryptocurrency. I used to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I had like maybe 20 altcoins that I held, which was a big mistake because altcoins all went down about 95%. So I lost all that money I gained on altcoins. So I just got tired of holding and not doing much with my crypto because I wasn't confident enough to trade high volume. Like even at 80,000, like I don't even like to trade that because I feel like that's too high volume for me. So what I decided to do is I decided to pretty much hire this company to take control of half my portfolio. And with the way it works with them is it's like a split. So they've had really good historical ROIs. So again, if you want more information on this specific company, please leave a comment below or something, and I'll make a video in the future talking about exactly how this company works. But this crypto fund came very highly referred. I sent them. Obviously, we had a big contract. Had my lawyer look at with their lawyer. We did a contract. We did everything. We did some. They made me very confident in this investment. So I put half of my crypto into their fund, and the way this crypto pays out is it's a monthly dividends that it pays out as it grows more. So the dividends, we set it at a set amount of $5,000 a month. So that amount of $5,000 a month I will get every month, while at the same time the balance grows. How much the balance is going to grow, that's completely just determined on how the market of cryptocurrencies go. I know they trade about, I want to say 10 different cryptocurrencies. I don't know exactly all of them off the top of my head, but their main focuses are on Bitcoin, and I think Ethereum is the second most they trade. So I'll update you guys as it goes. But I started that in October 5th of this month. So a lot of my crypto investments kind of came into fruition this month. So October 5th, so November 5th, which is coming up, will be the first payout I get and the first balance that I see how much my balance has grown. I'm hoping it's good because Bitcoin kind of took off from being 7,500 to 8,000 to now 9,000 and 9,500. One thing I should note, that just because Bitcoin took off that's the only risk of putting your money into a fund, this fund's job is to make your USD amount bigger. So it's making my dollar amount bigger, not necessarily my Bitcoin holdings bigger. So what that means is sometimes Bitcoin can go up and the fund isn't isn't taking the ride up with Bitcoin. They trade on the volatility of Bitcoin. So they trade on like when you see any market, you see Bitcoin go up and down very fast. That's where they make their money, these funds. They trade on very little, very tiny 1 to 4% changes in the price of Bitcoin. So I'm not necessarily expecting like crazy growth, but I'm expecting decent enough growth to where I stay with this company for multiple years. The way the contract works, it's year by year. So right now I'm doing a 1-year contract with them to see what kind of results we have in a year, as well as the payouts. So far, crypto-wise income, I would say 7,000 passively is coming in with the fund, the 5,000 from the fund, and the 2,000 from the miners so far. So hopefully that stays around 7. Hopefully the miners don't go below that. The other trading, I don't want to count that as real income because I'm not really trading actively, and I'm not really trading as an income. I'm trading just to kind of, for my personal trading, I'm basically trying to trade to make my actual Bitcoin holding more, which is the opposite of what the fund's doing. The fund's trying to make my dollar amount more. I'm trying to make my Bitcoin holdings more. So if I start with 5 Bitcoins, I want to get up to 6 Bitcoins, so 7 Bitcoins, 8 Bitcoins, 9 Bitcoins. So when it drops, I buy more. When it goes up, I sell, and I keep doing that until I have more Bitcoin overall. That's all for cryptocurrency investment. You know what, guys? I just realized this video is like 15 to 20 minutes long, so I don't think it'd be cool for me to do a part 2 within this video. So what I'm going to do is, for my real estate investments, I'm going to do a separate video where I take you guys out to the sites that I currently own, or sites that I might own in the future, and talk to you guys about how I make income via real estate. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit a thumbs up, and I'll get back to it. Peace.